welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Eddie Lacy, 50 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
Let's go. Touchdown. Woo-hoo-hoo. Touchdown, baby.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Kickoff return 3 yards.
Easy. Alert three. Sam.
Two.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you noted it earlier, but Le'Veon Bell really was limited because of the type of game it was last week in the divisional round.
And even on a 4th and 1, unable to get to the corner and convert a first down. Hard to do against a very fast Jaguars defense, but not the normal Le'Veon Bell day that we expect. One of the reasons Pittsburgh ended up going home after the divisional round.
Just 16 carries, 67 yards for Bell. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Man left.
Heat these two.
Everyone's got four down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down carry by Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Two.
Double bump. Way to go, guys.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Heat these two.
Mike 54.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he's got it up and through. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to...
There he goes left side, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Davis, 41 yards, and the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because
And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one.
Here we go.
Never in the history of the NFL, all right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum. Think about that.
Yeah,
all
and
right?
Just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, and we're thinking about the Vikings, for the Saints, what heartbreak.
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation, and the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Set.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
These two. Set. 180.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Hey, 4 down. These two. 180. Safe.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And the lead is now 2. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Check 3, 95.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Mike Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Wilson. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo.
Left, 50. These two.
4 down.
Easy.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice session.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting...